Hi everyone, CGT here. Today I will be highlighting and just letting you guys know, and letting myself know, because it'll be easier for me to know now than later, who will be playing who in terms of the Japanese version of Fire Emblem Engage. I already did the list previously, obviously I'm not doing it on the spot, but yeah, it's a pretty stacked list, and we're gonna look and quickly go through everyone and who's playing who and who they played previously and stuff like that. So yeah, without any further ado, let us begin. Starting off, we have male Alear, who'll be played by Hiro Shimono, who previously played Rex from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Connie from Attack on Titan, and Zenitsu from Kimetsu no Yaiba. Female Alear will be played by Endo, who previously played Maiyu from Dragon Quest X, and Sona from League of Legends, well, the Japanese dub in particular, not the English one. Clanne will be played by Kouhei Amatsuka, who played Takuma from Digimon Survive, and Haruo from High Score Girl. Fram will be played by Sayaka Senbongi, who played Shuna from Slime Reincarnation, and Trish from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind. Alfred will be played by Ryohei Kimura, who played Ryota from Kuroki no Basuke, Sore from Tales of Zestria, and Tartaglia, I keep on messing that one up, from Genshin Impact. Celine will be played by Akari Ikito, who previously played as Nezuko from Kimetsu no Yaiba, Seiyun Sky from Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Vanda will be played by Yoji Ueda, who also previously played Kyuta from 13 Sentinels and Speedwagon from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1 and Part 2. Lewis will be played by Haruki Ishiya, who previously played Jiro from Hypnosis Mike, and Tamotsu from Akiba's Trip. Chloe will be played by Saori Hayami, who previously played Kaede from Idolmaster and Aika from Love Plus. Eti will be played by Tomomi Mineuchi, who previously played Urulu from Kobayashi's Maid Dragon and Hanabi from Scarlet Nexus. Bucheron will be played by Toru Sakurai, who previously played Seiya from the Japanese version of Apex Legends, and Takahiro from Haikyuu. Timera will be played by Ami Koshimizu, who played Hokuto from Genshin Impact, and Yukiko from Persona 4. Panetone will be played by Yukina Shuto, who previously played Mahiro from World's End's Harem, and Ophia from Seirei Gensouki. Next up, we have Fogato, who will be played by Ken. Yeah, just Ken. He previously played Jaden Yuki from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and Apollo from Phoenix Wright, Apollo Justice. Then we have Pandreo, who's played by Genki Okawa, who previously worked as Tatsuhiro from B Project, and, oh god, Julio Sabald Leidenschaft from Atelier Sophia. Brunette will be played by Tomohiro Ono, who previously played Yuga from Boruto and Koku from Monster Strike. Sida will be voiced by Shogo Sakamoto, who played Riku from Tri Knights, and he also played Ryomo Echizen in the Prince of Tennis musical, so this guy's got a very eclectic skill set on him. Lumero will be voiced by Kotono Mitsuishi, who played Sailor Moon from Sailor Moon, and Misato from Evangelion. Diamant will be voiced by Junichi Suwaba, who voiced Simo and Son from the Final Fantasy series 10 and 7 respectively. Amber will be voiced by Atsushi Tamaru, who played Kawa from Lost Judgment, and Rika from Kitsugo Danshi, which is a visual novel that isn't out yet technically. Jade will be voiced by Marie Miyake, who played Aki from Silver Spoon and Tamaki from Hi-Iro no Kakera. Our Chris will be voiced by Nobuhiko Okamoto, who is Tangyo or Tenyu from Yakuza 7 and Rin from Blue Exorcist. Lapis will be voiced by Tomoyo Takeyanagi, who played Mira from Koisuru Koakusei and Akari from RE Stage Dream Days. Citrine will be voiced by Ikumi Hasegawa, who played Aisha from How a Realist Hero Rebuilt a Kingdom, or The Kingdom, and Desmi from Love After World Domination. God, these titles sometimes really get to me. Ivy will be voiced by Yoko Higasa, who played Mio from K-On! And Hibiki from Aikatsu Friends. Zerukov will be voiced by Yu Taniguchi, who voiced the main character from Roppongi Sadistic Knight. Kagetsu will be voiced by none other than Taketo Koyasu, who's most prominently known for his role as Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1 and Part 3. And then we have Zeke from Attack on Titan. Hortensia will be voiced by Hina Kino, who previously played Mei from Fuga Melodies of Steel. Rosado, hopefully I got that one right, will be voiced by Shoto Aoi, who previously played Ai from Utano Prince Sama. Next up we have Anna, who's voiced by Saori Seto. She previously played Zelda and Sheik, by extension, from The Legend of Zelda Hyrule Warriors, and I also believe she's been the same actor who's been reprising her role for Anna for the past 10 years or so, so yeah. Next up we have Malbier, who is played by Tomoaki Maeno. He previously played Denim from Tactics Ogre Reborn. If you guys are huge fans of Fire Emblem, I'm assuming you are because you're watching this video this far anyway, you should definitely check out Tactics Ogre Reborn. It's definitely in my top 10 games ever, and it was my first time playing the game maybe a month ago, so yeah, check it out if you have any free time. Next up, and as for the last of the playable characters that we know of so far, we have Yunaka, who's played by Faruz Ai. Hopefully I don't always mess her name up. But she previously played Jolene from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean, and Kiriko from Overwatch 2. With the playable characters we know out of the way so far, let's now move on to the emblems and see who will be playing who. Starting things off, we have Marth, who will be voiced by Hikaru Midorikawa, who's been voicing Marth ever since Super Smash Bros. Melee, so over 20 years now I believe, so our time really does fly by. And he also played Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! Next up we have Serika, who will be voiced by Nao Toyama, who played Sana from Judge Eyes and Lulia from Grand Blue Fantasy. Next up we have Sigurd, who will be voiced by none other than Toshiyuki Morikawa, who's most notably famous for Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII, Leon from Resident Evil, and Dante from Devil May Cry. Byleth will be voiced by Yusuke Kobayashi once more from Three Houses and Three Hopes, and he also played Senku from Dr. Stone. Korin will be played by Satomi Sato, who also is reprising her role from Warriors, and she has also played Saki from Fruits Basket and Yusuki from Jigoku Shoujo. Lin will be voiced by Makiko Omoto, who's also reprising her role from Warriors, and she surprisingly plays Kirby from the Kirby franchise, and is also Fiona from Zoids, if any of you guys remember that. Next up we have our boy Roy, who'll be played by Jun Fukuyama, who is also previously known from his Warriors role, and as Koro-sensei from Ansatsu Kyoshitsu, and also surprisingly Joker from Persona 5. Erika will be voiced by Kaori Misuhara, who previously played Kaname from Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica, got so long, and Yayoi from Uma Musume. Ephraim will be voiced by Taku Yashiro, who previously played Tsubasa from Idolmaster Side M, and Kakeru from King of Prism. Leif will be voiced by Kenichi Suzumura, who previously played Asuka from Gundam Seed Destiny, Sogo from Gintama, and Zack from Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. Lucina will be voiced by Yu Kobayashi, who previously played Dari Dagger from Samurai Spirits. Ike will be voiced by Michihiko Hagi, who played Kyle from Under the Moon and Hugo from Love Drops. Mikai will be voiced by Natsuko Kuwatani, who previously played Karin from Sister Princess and Ryoko from the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. Okay, and that brings about an end to the video. I thank you guys for watching to the very end. If you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe if you feel inclined to do so. But yeah, as you could tell, I didn't do every single character. We still have more, including the villains and stuff like that, maybe even more additional playable characters that I don't know about yet. But I'll probably release a second part to this whole Japanese voice acting thing, maybe a week before the game's released and stuff like that. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or whatever, feel free to comment, because I will be doing content for the game as it's coming out, maybe support conversations, maybe a movie compilation and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested, yeah, feel free to stick around, and until next time, take care and goodbye.